Hey fellas, this is Mike Arima here. I'm going to give a review on the fireworks from the 4th of July. We're going to go to Fillmore and we're going to pick up some fireworks there. And I just wanted to show you guys some pamphlet of some flyers of TNT's old fireworks, and if they have them, I can tell you if to get them or not. I do have an old video on the Sizzler and American Spirit, as you can see in this corner here. Although it is more expensive this year, it's not $16.99. This is an old pamphlet. These fireworks here are about $20, like 22 bucks, but it's still a great deal. They're both pretty good fireworks. Now, Jack of Hearts, it's obviously $8.99, not $5.99, and that is a very good firework. This one in this corner here, Jackpot, is very bad actually. It's not a good firework. Supernova is also really bad, and in later pamphlets you'll see other fireworks as well. Fire Echo, I don't think is that great. Buy one get one free. I wouldn't waste money on it. I'll probably end up getting the Big Bang this year anyway, and show you guys a review on that, and also an assortment from Phantom. I'll have a list of fireworks coming out pretty soon. For the 28th through the July 4th, just look out, I'm going to have my unboxing of the July 4th fireworks. Anyhow, the Firecrackle, not really worth it. Mini Monsters, not worth it. Purple Rain, Morning Glory, and the Mad Dogs are not worth it. Okay, so now we get down to the assortments here. Now, I don't know if they sell the bargain bag anymore, because now it became like a Captain Kidd bag, but I'm not too sure. But none of these are really worth it besides the family pack, but I already saw that one, so I'm not going to get it this year. Night Thriller, I don't think they sell that anymore, along with the Grand 49er and Block Party. But I did see Block Party. It wasn't that great. It was a bunch of mediocre fireworks, and they got a spinning plate thing that you could put on a tree. That was pretty unique, but overall not too great. Big Timer, they changed it. It's $150 this year, and I'm not sure why it says free here. Oh, you get a free bargain bag if you buy this. Still not a great deal. I mean, you still get some pretty average fireworks in here, and that's why the assortments from TNT aren't too great. Even the big one just has more mediocre fireworks compared to the Big Timer. But when you get the Big Bang, don't mind these cross out here. I don't know what happened there. It's $500. It's actually a pretty good deal. I did some thorough research on it, and yeah, they have some pretty solid fireworks like Time Capsule and the Heat, and the Spirit of America and Titanic are decent as well. And then they got Razzle Dazzler. That's not too bad. They got a lot of solid ones in here, whereas this one has like none of them are like finales. They're just like a bunch of mediocre ones. There might be like one or two that are decent, but majority of them are mediocre. Now at the grand finales, they don't sell Supernova anymore. The Heat comes in the Big Bang. Might as well not get that. Rocket Man was terrible, and TNT Fountain was not that great as well. The Delirium, surprisingly, isn't that great of a fountain. I mean, it is a pretty mediocre finale, in my opinion. And the American Pride assortment is not worth $180, I think it is right now. So they keep jumping up the price here. You might as well just apply to get it for free. And on the back here, we have TNT Blast, Crazy Eyeballs, Crackling Cactus, Spiral Light. Night Treasure's worth it. I would not say Crackling Cactus, Spiral Light, Crazy Eyeballs, or TNT Blast are. Pink Diamonds, I own that. It's pretty good. Rustler, they don't sell anymore. And Crickets comes in the Big Bang. Galactic Orbiter and the LOL wasn't that great as well. So essentially, Pink Diamonds and Night Treasure are the only two that really stand out. If you want to get some fireworks, save yourself some money. I'll be showing some previews of them this 4th. I couldn't do it last year because, I don't know, I just didn't have time to do it. Anyways, next pamphlet we got here is the TNT fountain, or fountains from, I think 2012. Let me see if this is 2012. Yes, it is. Oh, 2013. I'm sorry. The next one will be 2012. I'll just go backwards for a bit. So we got Game Time. Surf's Up is worth it, but I bought it already. Game Time is not worth it. Don't waste your money on it. Rainbow Rays is really boring. Changes colors, and it's kind of like Rose Blossom in the family pack, where it just has a little flame and it has different colors. Cheeky Fountain's not worth it. Recess, definitely not worth it. I know that one was a terrible firework. And Fuego is a pretty good $5 firework, so I'd get that. This one makes no noise, but it just shoots up some flares. It's not too great for its price. Again, the Crazy Eyeballs is bad. Viva El Football, Don't Waste Your Money. Orchid is kind of average. It's kind of like Parfait, but like a really crappy version of it. The Parfait Fountain. Anyhow, Piccolo Pete's, they make loud noises, and then there's the TNT Blasts, which are also not really worth it. Again, see, it keeps going up. $22.99. They gypped the prices up for some odd reason, but still worth it. The Little Red Devil is pretty good. Purple Rain, not so much, but you can get that in the Big Bang. Mini Monsters and their Firecrackles are pretty boring. Mad Dog is definitely a ripoff. That's one of the fountains I would not get. It's really boring, and it's really pricey. You're better off getting Sizzler and American Spirit. So there you go. Now let's scoot over here and just flip this all over and go to the assortments now. Now they have some different ones here. None of these are really worth it at all. In fact, none of them are worth it except for the Big Bang. Even though it's $500, it's really the only good deal you're going to get out of the assortments. Like I've seen The Perfect Show, it's kind of a ripoff. They give you like a bunch of mediocre ones. Same with Big Timer. Like probably the Fire Hunters Fountain's probably the best one. It's really not that great either. And the Big Deluxe is not worth $200, by the way. I mean, a bunch of mediocre fireworks. Again, the Fire Hunters Fountain's right here. It's like literally the only one that's actually enjoyable to watch, to be honest. The Big Bang has at least 15 to 20 that are pretty solid, and then a bunch of mediocre ones, but they still got like 15 to 20 pretty solid fireworks. And again, they gypped the price up, the 164, as you can see here. Not worth it. Opening show out of all these grand finales was the best one. I got Stacks Up. It was not good. It was pretty bad. It was long, but it was boring. Same with Game Time. Delirium, again, would probably be the second best out of all these by a long shot below the opening show, though. Opening show is the one you want to get. Alright, so we're done with that. Now we can go back to 2012 here. This pamphlet here. Alright, Bolivian is not really worth it. Independent Day, not worth it at all. And again, Stacks Up's not worth it. Opening show's the only one worth it. Little Miss is pretty bad. Short and Stout's pretty good for little kids. And Parfait Fountain is actually not too bad, but they're going to keep dripping the price up. Before we get there, let's go here. Again, none of these besides a Little Red Devil and a Sizzler. And as you can tell, the price dropped because it's a couple years ago. And those are the other ones I just showed. Now the assortments, they look like they were the same and it didn't seem like they really changed much. And again, the Big Bang's the only one worth it. Oh yeah, Star Voyager used to be good. I'm not sure if they sell this or American Light. But both those fireworks are good. And Molten Pots used to be good. They don't sell anymore, I don't think. And again, that's not worth it. So there you have it for TNT's fireworks. Now back to the screen here. Now I'm going to show you other fireworks here. Like there's American Light right here. I don't personally think that they're going to sell it in Fillmore, at least, in California, or Buena, which are the closest ones near my house, I think. Okay, so, yeah, again, Big Bang opening show, worth it. Delirium's not that great. This one I'm probably going to get this year, Exploding Piñatas. Local Lobo, I'll probably get that one. I'll just test it out, whatever. Parfait's not too bad. Surf Sub's not too bad. None of these assortments are great. So let's just skip that. Pyrapalooza, very good firework. I don't think they sell these Roman candles here. Killer Bee, not worth it. Yeah, I talked about these already, so let's skip it. Pink Diamonds is actually pretty good. Ground Blooms are actually pretty good, but I saw it so many times and it's not worth it. The Lightning Flash is worth it. Poppets, TNT Blast, the snakes and the eyeballs, don't get them. Alright, so last page, we'll probably get Sparkling Nights, and this one's a bad firework, by the way. I've seen it. Wild Blue, I'll get that, because it's new. Tequila Sunrise, not worth it. Black Widow, Spiral Light, Luck of the Irish is a pretty mediocre firework, but Jack of Hearts, the Sizzler American Spirit, good deals. A Flashing Fountain's not worth it, and the Smoke Balls is not worth it. Now we're going to skip to Phantom here. Okay, so in Phantom they got these two new confetti lights. Now I know for a fact those are pretty good. I think I saw it in another person's neighborhood. They're pretty solid. This for $10 is worth it. The thing about Phantom is that they have more individual fireworks that are pretty solid, but none of them are uh, good in terms of their assortments. Their assortments are much worse, but they're than TNT. But individual fireworks are pretty good. These three here are not worth it, by the way. They're Morning Glories, $10, kind of a rip. These two fountains are not too good, and the King of Bling is pretty mediocre. Save your money. Now these four are pretty expensive, but the Komodo 3000, the Apache Premier, and the New York Harbor one lasts about 4 to 5 minutes, so I guess it's sort of worth it getting those finales, which I'll get those, and I'll show you a review on that. The Phantom Crown Jewel is a pretty loud, big, unique firework. And they also had another one called Festival Lights, but I think they got nerfed or something like that. And what I mean by nerfed is they probably don't sell it that anymore because of its unpopularity. Over here, I don't know about luminescence. I might not get that, but I know vibrant voltage is not good. The Firefox, I'll buy that just because it looks cool, and the little kids might like it as well. Again, I don't know why they showed Apache Fire Dance Premiere again. I think they were supposed to show the original Apache Fire Dance, but I don't know what happened there. It's a duplicate. And then there's this Moon Dance Premiere Fountain. I would not suggest getting that. It's just like an upgraded version of the Moon Dance, which is basically identical to Purple Rain. And these are kind of worth getting because of $1.99, although I already saw it, so I'm probably not going to get them, along with the ground blooms. Don't get the TNT Blast, the Poppets, or these Smoke Balls, or these Strobe Flower Balloons, which is identical to Flashing Fountains, and the Morning Glories. I just have too many of them, so I'm not getting them. We got these Piccolo Pete duplicates, the Whistling Fountains, the Copycat Snakes for the Poop Dogs, and then the snakes in the grass. Identical snakes. This thing's not worth it. It spins around and shoots sparks, and then it's kind of like the Pagoda Fountain. You can look that up, and it just kind of opens up like that. This fountain's good, but I'm going to get the Backyard Barrage, which contains this Firecracker Fountain. And the Bazooka Torch Fountain, not worth it. Spiralite Duplicate, Phantom Spiromania Fountain, and then the Joker's Wilds are kind of like that's the Black Widow Fountain. So it's not really worth $12.99 for those three, in my opinion. These fireworks here, I would get Serenity, Flash Finish. Hostile Vista comes in the Backyard Barrage assortment, so I'm going to get that assortment. Funky Monkey, I'll buy that. Alpha Wolf is pretty good, and Dragon Tears is a pretty good fountain because it's pretty big, it lasts long, has pretty nice, beautiful colors, and a nice crackle ending. So their individual fireworks are much better in terms of selection than TNT, from what I noticed, but their assortments suck, so they both have ups and downs. Peacock Tail Fan is not great, and the Brouhaha, I wouldn't bother getting that, and they're not worth it. Now their assortments, I bought the Phantom Ultimate Party, as you could see in my other vid. It's really not worth it, and just by looking at it. I think I tried a few other fireworks, like the Leprechaun one and the Target's Fury. They last like a minute or less, and they don't go very high. So don't waste your time or money on those. Just get Backyard Barrage. It's 160, and they have like 15 pretty solid fireworks. Maybe like half of them are good and half of them are mediocre, but the good ones make up for the mediocre ones. Phantom All-Strong is just a ton of mediocre, lousy fireworks. The best one is probably Electrical Shock, which they contain in here. But, oh, I meant Thunderfest, which is identical to one of the 7 good ones in Backyard Barrage, and the rest of them are mediocre, like the Flying Bats and the Cuckoo Fountains. Don't waste your time. Same with Moonstruck. Don't waste your time with that as well. Now this $500 assortment is not as good as the Big Bang, so don't bother buying it, because essentially half of this is in Backyard Barrage, and the other, like 4 or 5 of them, which you could just buy on your own, like Alpha Wolf, for example. New York Fountain is like the big ones, along with the Dragon Tears. And although that the Pearls of the Orient is not too bad of a firework, but I don't know if they'll sell them individually. Then they just replace this big section here, which is a huge waste. It's just a bunch of little mediocre fountains and Morning Glories. These were unnecessary, by the way. And there you have it. Oh yeah, also you get Eeny Meeny Miny Mo if you bet which is for these if you pay above $100 for assortment. Alright, so that's my review, and hope you enjoy.